Would everyone please take their seats? Just waiting for the door to close. Good afternoon. My name is Renaud Daniels, and I'm the Senior Director of Multimedia and Events Sponsorship Sales for Black Enterprise. Welcome to taking your big idea from concept to market. It is my honor, and I am just really delighted to introduce our speaker. Lisa Ascalise, famously known as the Inventress, is a true mentor, entrepreneur, keynote speaker, inventor, and independent product agent. For more than 25 years, the Inventress has successfully invented, marketed, and launched products on QVC, HSN, eVine, and Shop NBC, and continues to bring products to national department stores daily. She is the CEO and founder of Inventing A to Z, a product development company used to assist others who have the desire to create and develop their own products from concept to fruition. You may have seen her on major networks such as Bravo TV or ABC, heard her on Sirius XM, or read about her in major publications such as Black Enterprise Magazine, Ebony Magazine, Essence Magazine, and the New York Times. Ladies, please join me in welcoming Lisa Ascalise.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Your doll, thank you.
My pleasure.
And she's an inventor too. Hi everybody, how are you? I'm going to ask if everybody would come forward. Like, I don't want to have any empty spaces, if we could fill up the chairs, because we're going to do something that's very interactive, and you have to sit together. You're going to be on the spot. I'm putting all of you on the spot, everybody. Okay, so if you can, come up close, because we're going to be in teams. You're going to do, this is going to be a team effort. You're going to be inventing things. So let me ask, while you're getting your seats, who here is an inventor? Okay. Who here is a mental inventor? You know what that means? Meaning you thought of something. If she's walking down and raising her hand. Everybody here is a mental inventor. Okay, so that means that you've seen something and you're going, you know what? Something was missing from a product or something that you were using, and you said, why doesn't somebody just invent that thing? Invent that. And what do I say? I say, why not make it you? Okay, all of you. And so that's how I'm here today, because I've been inventing products since I'm a little girl, as long as I can remember. So I'm going to say 9 is my earliest memory of products that I was inventing. So I was raised in Brooklyn, and hey, man, Brooklyn in the house. And I loved to play outside. As soon as I cleaned my room, did the laundry. My parents are from the West Indies, so I had to do all this stuff. Before West Indies, and so I could not leave the house until I did my chores. So I'd rush to do my laundry and do everything, and the last thing I wanted to do was tie my shoes. So I just put my shoes on, my laces are all out, because I played handball and my laces had to be tied. But I was sick and tired of tying my laces. So first, recollection, okay? So I invented shoelaces, didn't think it was an invention back then, that stayed stiff. So all I had to do was put my sneakers on, and I was on the move. I was out playing handball. Didn't have to tie my shoelaces. They didn't get loose because they were together and they were done. So that was an invention. And again, I didn't think I was inventing back then. It was just something that I did. And we all do it. How many here do things like that? How many of you do it? Right? You all do it. You come up with ideas and inventions, and guess what? They're multi-million-dollar products. You're sitting on them every single day. The things that you rig up in your house, You know, to make your VCR work, I'm dating myself. But wait, nobody has a VCR anymore, right? I do, I still do. But anyway, so you make things work in your home. You make things work for your children every single day. So as I got older, I started thinking, wow, people are asking me about these products that I'm developing. They're asking me about my shoelaces. They're asking me about hair accessories that I designed, head ties, necklaces, all those things. You know those keys that are very popular today? I used to love wearing skeleton keys around my neck. I would get, because we were a very old house in Brooklyn, and remember those, all the doors had the skeleton keys? I would collect them and wear them around my neck, and I would sell them to kids in school. That's popular today. I was selling them for 99 cents. They're selling them for $49.99 now. You know what I mean? So that was a product. So all of these things that you think of, they're products that you could be making money doing. So what I want to do today is give you some insight and information to how you can take your idea from concept to fruition. Does anybody have a patent or a product that they're working on right now? Raise your hand. Okay. Patented? Patented? Okay, awesome, excellent. Because I don't want to talk about it if you're not patented. Here's one of my clients right here. We're working on something. Stand up, Yolette. Let's talk a little bit about how we met and how she's so brave. Go ahead, talk about your bravery. She's shy. All right, so she had an idea. Go ahead.
I just had an idea. I didn't know how to go about it. And I went online looking for information about how to create a prototype. I came across an interview of Lisa, and the way the reporter was talking about her made me want to contact her, even before she started talking. And so I got in touch with Lisa. She returned my call 2 days later, I believe, and she didn't get an assistant to call me back. She called me herself. So we got in touch. We started working on the whole process. And then now, we only started in March. But now, the prototype is done. We're getting the drawings ready to get it into production and put it on the market. And it's all because of this. I didn't have to do anything. I just get on board, signed up with her, and she got the team to do, everything.
But she took the leap. She did it, and she did her research, okay? She did research because that's very, very important. You gotta take a look at who you're working with, and I say check me out too. Look, go to the Better Business Bureau, look at their websites to see who you're working with, okay? Because there are a lot of companies out there who are not looking to help you, they're looking to take your money. Yes?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the story. I would like to hear some place out like
I'll repeat it. Okay, sure. So her name is Yolette. Yolette came to me. She said she saw something on a television show, or might have been on YouTube. I was being interviewed by, I think it was ABC Television, and I talked about I think it was my interview, my bio, right? They were interviewing me about my life story, pretty much, and I talked about how I help people from concept to fruition. So she did some research, and she found me, and she felt like I was trustworthy, and that's a part of what I want to talk to you about today, because you have to trust the person you're working with, or the team of people you're working with. Because I'm not saying any names, I'm not talking about companies, but I'm going to tell you, I'm sure many of you who are inventors know that there are companies out there who are not trying to make you a product. They're talking to you about selling your product to a manufacturing company, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so all that happens. And you had another question. This young lady, you raised your hand. We can't say it yet. in about a month, okay, once she's her application is in. So yes.
When she contacted you, did she have a patent? Was it just a prototype?
Good question. So before anybody gives me their information, I send a non-disclosure agreement. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to talk about it. I send you an email with a non-disclosure agreement with my signature on it, dated, and when you feel comfortable enough, and it's very simple, by the way. My non-disclosure agreement is 4 paragraphs. It's basic. Okay, it's not all of this stuff that you don't understand. It's I'm merely telling you, if you don't know what an NDA is, non-disclosure agreement, it's telling you, I promise you, it's a promissory note. I promise you, I'm not taking your product or invention or idea and sharing it with anybody else. And my team is under my same non-disclosure agreement. I have engineers, I have manufacturers, I have graphic artists, packaging people who work for me, and they're all under my NDA. So you have to be very, very careful about that. You may go to companies who would like to change the name of your product. Carefully, change the name of your product, change your idea. Would they start saying to you, yeah, your product is okay, but let's rename it. Let's repackage it. It becomes theirs, so it's no longer yours. There are companies out there who tell you, I'm going to do a search. Are you an attorney? What kind of a search are you doing? They're saying, I want to do a search to see if the product is feasible enough for the market. Who are they? Know who you're working with, okay? Very important. You know, there's a lot of companies out there who will give you, and I don't want to stay on companies, but there are companies out there just to give you a warning, who will say to you, I'm going to give you an amazing book. This is a beautiful book. You don't have a product yet. You just have an idea, right? You have a concept. They create an amazing book. It's beautiful, and it costs about $22,000. Anybody here experience that? Okay. Okay, so if somebody wants to offer you a book with nice pictures in it, and they tell you that they're going to sell your product to manufacturing companies, and you have no patent, and you haven't applied for a patent, I'd say run the other way, okay? Because the only way you're going to sell your product to a company is if you're patented. You may call, and I know a lot of people call up different companies from Coca-Cola to Procter & Gamble and say, guess what, I've got a great idea without being protected. Don't do that because they're like, all right, gimme, gimme. They're looking for ideas. If you're not protected, it's a free market. They can take it. So always make sure your product is protected, whether it's an NDA before you speak with anybody, or, and I'm not going to say rush into a patent because that's another story. You cannot put a patent application in until you know that your product works, okay? And I'll give you an example. I have a product over here I'll show you. It's a luggage organizer. It has many pockets. It has many straps to it, okay? It's an organizer. So if I went to a patent attorney and I said, I'd like to patent this product, but I don't have the proper measurements, it's just an organizer. And then I go and make my product, and the sizes are different from what I gave to the patent office. Guess what? It's a different patent. It's a whole different patent. So I always say, make sure you have a working prototype, a working model with all of the proper dimensions before you take it to an attorney, okay, a patent attorney. The other thing is, don't rely on your patent attorney to give the language about your product. You have to talk about what your product does in order to differentiate it from anything else on the market. You know, you've heard Shark Tank, proof of concept, right? The product needs to work, and you need to talk about how your product works. So when you go to a patent attorney, you have to describe specifically what your product does and why it's different from many. And you may not hear this from patent attorneys because every time you come back to them and you don't have the proper information, it costs more money. So go in with all of the right information, okay, from the very beginning in order to get your patent taken care of. Okay, so I'm going to give you some steps. So the first thing that you do, write down your product information. What does the product do? Who's it serving? What are your demographics? This is for yourself. Take a notebook, write all this information down. After you do that, then you try to develop a prototype. You can do it yourself if you can. I mean, sometimes things are electronic or they're plastic, whatever, and you can't necessarily do it yourself. But, or you come to me. I do everything from concept to fruition. Develop prototypes, create 3D drawings. I don't do it, I stay in my lane. I can't draw, I can't even draw a circle or a square. But so I give it to the person who can do it. So I go to an engineer. The engineer then draws you. An engineer puts together an engineer drawing and then does a CAD, okay? Which is a computer-assisted drawing. It's the 3D picture. So when you receive this, you can actually, in an email, you can flip it around, turn it around, see the inside, the outside. It's amazing. It really is. It's incredible. So after that, well, stepping back a little bit, you get your prototype made. This is what my engineers do. They create your prototype, then they do a CAD based upon the dimensions of this working prototype, okay? You get that. After you get your CAD, you can take that CAD to an attorney because you have your prototype, it's working, it works. So you can use it, all of the moving parts are exactly the way you want them to be, and then you can go for your patent. So whether it's a design patent, a utility patent, provisional patent. I'm not one for provisionals. Do you know what a provisional is? Anybody here? Okay, do you have a provisional? For a regular patent, is it a utility, design? Do you know what it is? Okay, so what's your name? I'm sorry. Shanita. So what Shanita did was she applied for a provisional patent, which is a one-year protection, okay? So that information goes to the USPTO, patent office, and it's held in an envelope pretty much for 1 year. And you have 1 year to act on your product. So I don't like to do provisionals because when I'm ready to do something, I'm just ready to do it. I'm not waiting. I decided that this is the design that I want, this is the product that I want, so I go right into, usually I get design patents. Okay, now what a design patent is it's a picture, it protects the design of what the product is. There's a utility patent which is the part that's utilitized, so things that have moving parts, you know what I mean? Like engineered things that are moving and all that stuff. So design patents will, let me use a chair for example. This chair looks the way it is, right? So if this chair was to be patented, a design patent, what they're doing is designing, putting a patent on this design. The way the hole is in the chair, the way the legs sit. So they're putting a patent on the design. I'm not even sure whether a chair can be patented as a utility patent because it's probably already been done. It's existence, you know, it's in existence and it has been for a long time. So, so you have your patent, now you can go into your manufacturing. With the CAD drawing that you've gotten, we are so technologically equipped now with these machines that just can create molds and samples and all of that stuff, especially if it's something that's plastic. So that CAD drawing goes into this machine and it spits out exactly what you put in. So that's, it's a 3D mold, okay? So you get a sample. And if you go to the right manufacturer, you can then get a price on what this product is going to cost you per unit, okay? Many manufacturers do MOQs, minimum order quantities. So some places, and you have to search, I do a lot of sourcing with different manufacturers, so I look for, sourcing means looking for specific manufacturers or engineers. Some of them will do minimums of 50,000 units. Some are 22,000, some are 500. So you have to do what's best, obviously, for your wallet, okay? And nothing is easy, nothing is quick. Just keep this in mind. Any of you who are about to do manufacturing or develop a product, it's not simple. It's really not. It takes a lot of ingenuity, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of patience. If you are not dedicated to your product, don't do it. If you're in love with it and just think about like, I love my product so much and everybody should just buy it because I love it, you're in the wrong business, okay? You have to be dedicated, you have to be committed, you have to have a passion for what you're doing because it's long and hard. And I so don't want to discourage any of you because it's the most awesome business I've ever been in. I love product development. I love what I do. I love helping inventors. I love to see people succeed when they build a business or a product. And it's hard work. Who here is an entrepreneur? So you know what I'm talking about, okay? It's blood, sweat, and tears. But there's no better place to be, as far as I'm concerned, than to be in your own business, because there's no ceiling. You can make as much money as you want, and you speak it into existence, and you can have it, just like Yolette did. She says, I have this product, and it's amazing. I can't wait. Ladies, you're gonna freak out when you see it. It's an amazing product. So she said, I'm going to develop this product. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find the right person to make it happen. And she did. And it's happening in front of my eyes and in front of hers. Okay? So when her product is finished, I'm going to take that product and I'm going to pitch it to QVC. And she's going to be on QVC because I'm speaking that into existence. That's going to be on QVC. Yes. Okay, so market testing means a lot of different, there's a couple of different things. I mean, there are companies who get together in groups and they give you their opinions. I don't like to do that because you're putting your product in front of people who may not necessarily understand it and may share it with other people when you're not ready. So some people like stay on that, they over-invent and they listen to the opinions of other people. Somebody says to them, should have had another screw here or a pocket over here. They go back to the drawing board and they're over-inventing. In the meantime, that person has taken your product and they're gone. So the other way is, okay, so working with QVC or HSN or Evine or even some retail stores, they test the market by ordering small quantities, okay? So CVS, for example, may order, I have some products I can show you, but like 5 per store, whatever it is, 5 units per store, just to see. So there are 4,000 stores, just to test the waters, okay? So that's a very small order. That's testing, product testing. QVC, for example, may take 500 units, okay? Start with 500 units, see how they sell before they go full-fledged. Start ordering 25,000 units, 5,000 units. And believe it or not, those products sell in 6 minutes. 5,000 units can sell on national television, 6 minutes, and it's live, and it's crazy. And I've seen it happen. I've experienced it. It's wild. So retail stores, same thing. So yes, to answer your question, that's what testing is, testing the waters, testing the market. And again, I don't like sharing my information or any of my clients' information with anybody until we're ready to roll. Because once it's ready, you gotta rock and roll. Because now the manufacturer's seen it, and typically I make things in China because it's really, we try to make things here, but it's still really unaffordable in many cases. Some things can be made here, but most things are made out of this country, unfortunately. Yes? Well, they sign my NDA. They're under my NDA. So I have them sign my NDA. So I have them under a non-disclosure agreement also. And it's tough. I mean, patents are expensive. You could do an international patent. It doesn't necessarily protect you. My thing is run as fast as you can. As soon as you get your product out, don't hesitate. We have social media. We have, YouTube. We've got all kinds of marketing tools out there to get your product out on the market. When I started, it was Yellow Pages. I was letting my fingers do the walking. I was mailing stuff. Remember? Remember those days? When you wrote letters and you mailed things and you waited, I don't know, 4 weeks before you got a response. Now it's instantaneous. You can get your stuff out there immediately. In 30 seconds, your product could be on the market. You do the right marketing, you pitch to the right people, your product can be on the market and selling, and you could be making money if you are creative. You've got to be creative. That's another thing I want to talk about is what you're naming your product is so important. The name of your product and how you brand your product is so important. Name your product something that's quick, it's simple, you come up with a great logo, and I want to show you something. I'm going to test you guys, okay? What is this? That's crazy, isn't it? What's this? Why? It's absurd, isn't it? Wait. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. All right. You know what I was going to say? Whoever guesses it can win a prize. All right, Alfred, I think you were the first one to say it. Come on. You get a prize. Here. But you all said it. So you all get something. I'm like Oprah today. Everybody goes home with a pad. So my point is, stay in keeping with your brand. Don't change it. Stay the same. If you come up with a logo, keep it. Come up with a logo and keep it and push it out there. Make it something exciting, make it different. They don't even have to say their names anymore. Pepsi doesn't even put their name on anything anymore because you know it's Pepsi. You know it's Pepsi. So come up with, and Pepsi, the word Pepsi just sticks. You know, don't use like your entire name. Tina Maria, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that for your name of your product. Yes, you want your name, you want to be branded in some way, but brand your product. Spanx. Who knows what Spanx is? Got them on. Okay? Everybody knows Spanx. Simple. She came up with a brand, it stuck, and she kept repeating it over and over and over again. So make your product name something that sticks, that is going to stay on somebody's tongue. Okay? And yes. Sure. Clothing, okay. Why don't you guys come closer? Why are you back there? Come on. Well, because you're probably doing it in small quantities, right? Well, you're doing a sample. Samples are expensive. Okay, you've got to think about this. A factory needs to be able to feed their family. One sample could cost you $350. I'll show you my samples. My samples cost me $300. It's a little bow for luggage. But they need to make their money. They're designing it for you. They're sewing it. It's, you know, they're doing all of the things necessary to give you your product, a good product. So a sample is always going to be more expensive. A prototype is going to cost you a few $100s. It just is. So get your sample, but you also need to be ready to manufacture. So don't put your product out there if you're not ready to manufacture, because suppose you start getting orders. We had, Lydia was up here yesterday, who has the soaps. Okay, Lydia was on Shark Tank. Her phone was blowing up off the chain, but she was smart enough to put people in place, because she knew as soon as she showed up on Shark Tank, her phone was going to be blowing up. So if you're going to put something out there, be ready. You know, you may have to have some lead time, give people a specific lead time and say, okay, you can order it now, won't have it for 30 days, but you have to be ready to manufacture. You have to be ready. Don't put it out until you are ready, okay? You have a question? Okay. All right, so we're gonna have some fun now. So I'm glad that this is a small group. What we're going to do is we're going to invent a product based upon a problem that I give you, okay? So it's an issue. And we all have issues every day, we know that. So I have some instructions here, they're very short. Who'd like to help me hand these out? Yolette? So if you can get into groups of 5. All right, okay. Get into groups of 5. So this is a class that I teach, a workshop that I teach. It's called Problems, Challenges, and Solutions. So you're going to take this little problem that I give you. So one per group. So yes. Okay. So what you're going to do is come up with an invention based upon this challenge that I give you. Okay. So you're going to come up with an invention. You're not only going to come up with an invention. You're going to surprise yourselves with how quickly you come up with a solution to these problems I give you, right? Come up with this product, name it, come up with a domain name, okay? Domain name, you know what a domain name is? Website name, www.gotit.com or whatever. You come up with a cool name for the product. You're gonna do an infomercial. So in that infomercial, I need to know how much it costs, where it's being sold. I need a phone number. How could I contact you? Okay? So where the product is being sold, how much it costs, your website, your domain name, a phone number, 1-800 whatever, got stuff. And you got 10 minutes to do it. So what this is going to do is help you to understand how you can actually build your own business And it's going to take you through all the steps necessary to build your own business and your own product, okay? And you're going to surprise the heck out of yourselves. So I want you to compete with one another. I want your infomercial to be better than theirs. Name your company. You can sing, come up with a jingle, come up with a slogan. Just make it the best infomercial that you could possibly, and be crazy if you want to, okay? Because inventors are crazy. We're way outside the box. We're way, way, way outside. So, if you need my help, I'm here. Also, please, I'd like for you to connect with me on social media. I don't think it's up there yet. But after all this, please connect with me on social media. It should be up on the screen shortly. Is there music? Can we play some music? Something to get them excited. Yeah, I'm coming around. So the list is on the last page. Yep, so open it up. Yep, right here. Okay, so everyone on the second page. Okay, so the first one is your spouse randomly falls off of the motorcycle. What do you do to keep her on it? Come up with an invention. I don't know why she just arbitrarily falls off of the motorcycle. Would you say tell her to stay home? Is there a microphone? Is there a mic? Hello, everyone. All of you inventors, stop getting so crazy now with your inventions. It's time to present the first company, okay? And I'll say you're first, you're group 2, okay? 3, 4, okay. I'd like to introduce you to President and CEO of Infuse It.
Good morning. I guess it's afternoon now. Excuse me. So, good afternoon again. My name is Clint Noble. I am the CEO of Infuse It, and I'm going to let my other compadres introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Misty Starks, Chief Operating Officer of Infuse It.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Green, and I am the Chief Financial Officer of Infuse It.
Hello, everyone. Nia Perry, Chief Marketing Officer of Infuse It.
Thank you. So the problem that we had was my seltzer water is delicious, but it goes flat 2 minutes after I open it. What can I do to keep the fizz in longer? So Infuse It. So Infuse It is a cap, a 20-ounce cap that comes in 3 flavors, grape, cherry, and lemonade, that actually keeps the fizz along with adding extra nutrients and like bioflavors into your product. So keeping the fizz and also keeping it healthy. So with that being said, you can actually go to a 800 number to buy our products, or you can call it 800 number 1-800-INFUSE IT. Then you can buy it in a retail store at Bed Bath & Beyond, Walgreens, CVS, etc. So again, the product is Infuse It, it's the actual cap. The name of the company is InfuseIt.com. Thank you very much.
Does anybody have questions?
A few other price notes. It's $14.99. The product actually comes with 3 flavors when you first purchase the actual cap itself, and you can also purchase more on InfuseIt.com. There's also ways to make custom flavors if you're interested by going to InfuseIt.com and kind of put in whatever your palate likes and purchase it from there.
That's the marketing folks right there. That's
Awesome.
those marketing folks right there.
Awesome. Very good. Anybody have questions?
Any
for Infuse
questions?
It?
Yes, ma'am. The shelf life is 3 months. So actually each flavor, we have grape, cherry, and vanilla, has 3 months on each flavor.
That was great. And you covered everything. You covered it all. Thank you so much.
Have a great team.
Good job. Good job. So see, you guys have created a business. You're selling it. It's amazing. Next company, what's your company name? I'm sorry? Find It. Okay, so welcome CEO and President of Find It. Who's the CEO and President? And what is your name, young lady? Diane? Diane what? Diane what? Diane Hayes, President and CEO. Here you are. Find It.
Hello. We just want to introduce you to Find It. It's a wonderful product. We want to solve a problem. People are losing keys, wallets, all kinds of things. And we want to help you find it. So we've created an app. So you're going to download the app. And what it will do is there's a sensor. And you put it on your precious items, and it'll help you to locate it. So once you download it, then you press the sensor, and it'll guide you to, there it is. And I found my keys. So, and it's called, so Find It, findit.com. And our logo is, we have our marketing person.
Very good. Wow.
And it'll help you to locate it. It has a chip. So because the app is free, but the sensor, we want people to buy the sensor. It's $19.99, and it costs us $7 to make it. But it's something that's going to solve a problem that many people have. Thank you.
Any questions? Anybody have questions? How much is it? It's free. It's a free app?
Free app.
Like, how much is the sensor?
The sensor's $19.99.
$19.99. Who would buy that?
It'll be 3 in a pack, and so you can put it on the things that you are more likely to lose. That's a different problem.
Then you call AT&T or Verizon. Very good. Thank you. Next company. Thank you. Good job. You can make the introduction.
We got somebody.
So who in here has lost their keys this week? Anybody lost their keys this week? Every day. Lose your phone. Who lost their phone this week? Remotes, we all know the remotes are what? Hard to find. They're under the couch. Your son took them upstairs, took your remote upstairs. So we've invented tag it. So, and our motto is tag it, find it. And so ours is somewhat different. We sell 5 tabs, and it's kind of like a label sheet, but it has a sensor on the label, so you just peel the labels off, and you put them on each device. And what makes us so different is we're going to partner with Amazon Echo and Google Home with their devices, and have you download an app, and then it also will sync in with Echo and the Google Home, to where if you do lose your phone, and you say, Echo, where's my phone? It pinpoints the sensor on the back of the tab, the RFID. Go ahead. The RFID sensor, and it will say, Sharonica, your phone is upstairs up under your son's couch.
Wow, that's scary.
And I'm Sharonica, and I'm the social media expert and the marketing director.
Hi, I'm Eric Beatty. I'm the CEO.
Hi, I'm Felicia Walden, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer, CFO.
Shakira Brown, COO.
I'm Joe Long. I'm the General Manager.
And you can find our product at tagit.com. Five tabs for $19.95. And the app is free, and we'll send you the tab.
Automatically, your tabs will, as soon as you sign up for the app, will automatically ship you the tab. Before you're done with the process of signing up, they'll be already on the way.
And we can how much is reorder? Is it any less?
$9.95.
$9.95 for reorder. You have a question?
Would you guys be interested in a partnership with
All right, who's next? Next? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vicki Sylvain, and I am the CEO of Where You At. And I'd like to introduce our team because we are also addressing a problem that most men and women face in regards to losing our keys, our phones, and remote controls, and everything else. So I'd like to introduce Chris, who's actually our COO.
So, where you at? Where are your keys? Where's your wallet? Where's your phone? Where you at? I'm right here. So basically what we're doing, we have invented a device that has LED lighting. It's rechargeable, so therefore, take a look here, you'll see it. So not only does that LED lighting allow you to see it in dark places, but it sends off sensors in the brain so you can basically see your product. And also, it has voice enabled, similar to Amazon Echo, also with Find My iPhone. Who's familiar with that? So it has similarities to that, but in addition to being able to speak to your Echo and see where it is, we will have an app that shows on your TV with the actual map of your house that will show you exactly where in the house your keys are. So that's where we differentiate. Also, it's rechargeable. It will come with a rechargeable battery and a rechargeable port where you can put the keychain on the port. It's magnetic. Put it on your wall. Your keys will hang right off the wall, right there by the door. Grab them and go. So, $24.99. Where you at?
Yeah, and so as a part of the marketing team, of course, there's not a complete product without a complete jingle. So we did write a jingle. If you've lost your keys, don't worry, please. If you lost the remote, no need to choke. Just buy our product, we'll handle that. Call 1-800.
Where you at?
That's great. That was great. Oh my God. That was so good. Thank you. Thank you. Any questions?
When did they do their IPO? Because I'm
Okay, next team. Next up. Come on up. That was great. You better protect that bad boy. Where you at? Can you talk into the mic?
Hello, hello. The name, is it? Okay. The name of our product is Light Up Your Life. Okay. Which is called Glocator. Okay, and the way it's designed is it's a small piece of fabric that has
A chemical.
a chemical that makes it glow. Okay.
Light up your life with Glocator. And the chemical in there is dibutyl
Can you take the mic?
bethlate.
Thank you.
I thought I was on. It's a chemical that glows that help you find all your necessities, keys, cell phones, remotes, and they come in, did you want to address?
4 sizes.
4 sizes.
And they are put on the key.
The smaller one for keys,
The next size is put on the
cell phones, and then remotes.
TV remote. And
Those are the bigger ones.
And the cost of it to make it is $7. And based on the price of all of it together, it's $39. $39.95.
Glocator can be found at stores like Walmart. We also will have glocators located in Walgreens, Target. We will have a commercial that will come on at various times in the evening, early morning, telling you that you could purchase the Glocator for $39.95 for your first purchase. Thereafter, Glocators can be purchased for those people that will become regular users of the Glocator. You can purchase those after that at $20.95. So go to any of the stores that sell Glocator, purchase them for $39.95. There will be a coupon there, whereas you can get the discount at that time.
Chief Financial Officer.
I'm the Chief Financial Officer. As she mentioned earlier, it cost us $7 to make this, which it comes again with the remote and then 12 fabrics inside the whole package. And we're selling it for $39.95, which gives us an 82.5% profit margin.
That's huge. That's nice. Come on up. That was really good. You guys are really creative. Who's going to actually do it? Who's going to create their product? You can actually do it. I've actually taught classes where I've gotten groups together and they've gone home and developed the product from the class. Honestly, seriously. So think about that, guys. You got great ideas.
Oh, I'm late. I can't find my keys. I can't find. Oh, where's my purse? Oh God, I need help.
No, ma'am. You need identity. With
identity, you can find your keys, your remote, and all things you have lost simply by getting ready to walk out the door. Using your DNA, meaning you have taken your tag out and put it on that item, and when you go to the door, you've touched it, it's going to read that DNA and let you know if you have the items that you have tagged. Not using RFID tags, which can get jumbled within technology, but using your actual personal DNA that's custom to you.
I know. Impressive, isn't it? You wouldn't believe we came up with this idea in all of 10 minutes, but we did. Now, given what you just heard, you might think that this would cost you $200, $500. If you order this product today only, we will give it to you for a fraction of the cost, fraction of the price, $29.99. This is cutting edge technology. What you've heard is not being done anywhere. And we will bring it to you for $29.99 as the customer. For our investors, we will give you a margin of 60% that you can put in your pocket and go buy 1 million of these as well. Thank you.
Next group up. DNA. DNA.
Good afternoon. The problem that we're solving today is the second problem. My seltzer water is delicious, but it goes flat 2 minutes after I open it. So many times you're going to go through and you're going to get your seltzer water and you start to drink it and you just can't finish the last half of it. It's not palatable. It's almost plain water, but it's not seltzer water. What are you going to do? So we've come up with a product. We believe it to be quite ingenious that we're going to have a pack of 6 CO2 tablets that dissolve in your seltzer water. Simply for $3, you put it in, it fizzes up, and you can see it's actually coming off. Already fizzed up. You don't, hey, we got a heckler. All right. So the name of our company is Fizz Up. And I'm going to let our CEO speak a little.
So we realized there's a lot of engineering that had to go into this. So we found a way to get it not done out of China, but here in the US. We got our tablets compressed into a solid form, and all they say is the proof is in the taste.
My name is Lachelle. I am the social media. And our slogan for this product is Fizz Up, Drink Up. Fizz up, drink up. Don't worry about the flat. Fizz up, drink up. Fizz up will fix that, right?
And so, as the marketing person, what you should know is this product will be available in the next 30 days at a Walmart, CVS, or Walgreens near you. The price for it will be $3 for the small pack, and we are working on larger because we know some of you really have big groups that you may want to have this at your gatherings. So, Fizz Up it is, Fizz Up, Drink Up. Just know that it's coming to you soon.
My name is Thomasine Johnson. I am the general manager, and my job is to make sure that we take care of business. We were at this conference, and we came up with this idea, so we're going to do it. And what we're going to do with our Fizz Up, we're going to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to buy one today. So if you want one today only, you get one free. Buy one, get one free. And we're going to make sure that our little tablets are connected to every bottle of anything that goes around. That means we Can we put it on tequila? What about margaritas? I think we can do margaritas. Okay, so it'll be at the bar downstairs by 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Jeez.
If you'd like to place your order today, you can reach us at 1-800-FIZZ-UP-2 for twice.
Has everybody gone? How come no one picked the motorcycle one? I don't get it. Your wife keeps falling, your husband keeps falling off the motorcycle arbitrarily? They just arbitrarily fall off the motorcycle? Yes. Okay, so I want to thank all of you so much for coming out. Please connect with me on social media. You have my cards. My cards are on the table up here, okay? We are getting pushed out now, but please connect with me. You have my website, my email address, my phone number. I think I gave you a save the date. I'm having a conference, because you know I do, with the Association of Women Inventors and Entrepreneurs, conference coming up September 9th, Saturday, September 9th, somewhere in New York or New Jersey. Yes. Yes, come on over to the table. Come up. Come up. Yep. Yep. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry?
Can I grab a gift?
Yes, you can. Yeah, okay, so the winner, to me, you know what? I don't know. So I'll announce the winner. No. The winner was, wait, get out. Wait, what did he say? The guy, wait, get out. What did he say? Where you at? Okay, so the winner is, we voted, the winner is, where you at? Okay, up here or here? Okay.